Wait a minute, what are we arguing over? Everybody knows there's no thieves in Laguna Woods.
No? How about that guy that kept calling us just because our grandson happened to be in jail in Tijuana?
Yeah, I told him to stop. He stopped calling after I told him they could keep him.
Right. Oh, my God.
So
Sure.
I play a phrase for you, and you repeat it. And I'll probably play it again, and you repeat it again, just so we'll try for 2 takes for everything.
Okay.
Get going good, and
Yeah.
you're getting it the first time. And if it takes 3 or 4 or 5 takes to get it. So you're not trying to improve on your past performance?
We're not trying to make it better.
Right. So you'll see it on the screen here, not that matters, but mainly you'll hear it. You don't really need to see it. So
What program is that?
this is a video editing program.
Yeah, which one is
Oh,
it? Is that Corel?
It's correct. Yeah. If the line that was recorded previously is different from the script, we have to go with what was recorded previously because that's what we have to synchronize to.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
This time you dragged it out a little bit more than
Then I should have, okay.
than you should have. So try to get the timing especially.
Okay.
Yeah, just a moment.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay.
Pithy. How does pithy sound? How about pithy? How does pithy sound?
Poopy. Poopy.
Oh, you got it.
But you both have MCI. But you both have MCI.
Perfect, except give me a little more pause at the beginning.
More pause. But you both have MCI.
Okay, good.
No, we both have AT&T. No, we both have AT&T. No, we both have AT&T. No, we both have AT&T.
I mean, I'll start a sentence, I'll be steaming along, and I get to a noun, and I go brain dead.
I mean, I start a sentence and I'll be steaming along and I get to a noun and I go brain dead. Is it...
I think that worked pretty well.
It's like being in the men's room in a Texaco station in the Mojave Desert. It's like being in the men's room in the Texaco station in Mojave Desert. I think I missed a bug there somewhere. So let us say it again.
Okay, and you came in too quick.
Oh, yes.
So let me.
Ice cream?
But I want it with chocolate syrup.
Okay,
But I want it with chocolate syrup.
okay.
And whipped cream and...
Okay.
Melvin, could you get us some ice cream?
Sure, honey. What kind?
Vanilla. Write it down.
I'm going to go to share screen and show you my how I edit it. So I'm going to go to Corel Video Studio here. This is the original. This green line here is the original with audio and video, and this is what we're trying to match, of course, without the laugh track. And I have separated the audio track from the video. So this one is video only now, and this is audio only. I'm going to catabolize this and use parts of this, especially for footsteps and that sort of thing, where there is no laughter. That'll save us some time in putting in the footsteps and things like that. this line here, this is under the voice track, and then they only allow you one voice track, but you can have up to 20 music tracks, and they're just all audio tracks. There's really no difference between a voice track and a music track. So I'm using these two top two music tracks for the audio. Now these little blue things here, these are some of the audio that I have uh, uh, already edited out and put together rather roughly in the places where they belong. So this isn't perfect. It has to be some more work has to be done on it. But I'm going to mute the original track and then play a little section of it here of what I've already edited. So you'll get an idea of what the new audio sounds like.
Melvin, are you okay?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Of course I'm not. How am I expected to finish my book if I can't remember a thing?
That's ridiculous.
No, what's ridiculous is a man trying to write his memoir, and he's got no memoir to re-memoir. And he's got no memoir to re-memoir.
Okay, that's his. Now there's a little piece we didn't record, and I think I can get that out of the previous track. Somehow we missed this piece here. Unfortunately, if we are not able to do it otherwise, we'll have to call an actor back in and record it, which I hope we don't have to do. We have a little bit more. Continue. We missed that.
No, it's going to help you, really.
Well, maybe the caffeine will jog my memory. It's empty.
Huh? Oh, where is my head? I had a bag of raspberry fusion tea bags there, and I was saving it for
Armageddon?
Don't laugh. There's enough caffeine in there to wake the dead.
Rose, I'm just trying to work on my book and you're driving me crazy with these tea bags. I can't even get through the introduction.
Maybe you should have written down what you wanted to remember to write down, and whoever reads the introductions anyway?
Hey, that's not really fair. A minute ago you brought me a cup of tea without any tea in it, and now you're criticizing me?
Hey, don't lump me in with you. I remember plenty. Okay, who was this tea for, you or me?
Okay, that's as far as I've gotten. I think I forgot to check the two buttons there. So the sound you were hearing was just being picked up by the microphone here. So it's probably a little echo. Any impressions so far?
Is there any way that you can actually expand the audio tracks with waveforms and use them to match up?
Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't show that, but yes, I did use the waveform.
Yeah.
This takes I just turned it on. It takes a little while
There they are.
to come up here. I edit as much by waveforms as by sound.
Yeah.
So you're actually able to see. And notice that I have made the audio I'm replacing. I have used two tracks because a lot of times they interrupt each other, talk over each other, and also that lets you take where you have a pause. You can cut it there and then slide one over the other more easily. Or if I need to add a pause, I can move them apart or whatever. So it works easier to have two tracks. When we were recording this, I used the same microphone, or the same kind of microphone anyway, that we originally recorded with, because that would give it some of the same kind of sound timbre, as they say, that we would have had originally, and working about the same distance to get the same kind of room tone. I had to quiet my room. I had turned off the air. I turned off the refrigerator, so it was pretty quiet in the room. But there always is room tone, and so in a few places where I don't have any track, where there's a pause, it would look like this, of course, but I will have to eventually fill that in. So I will find some places like right there where there's no sound being recorded except the room tone, and I will take a sample of that and then just fill in any gaps. Because when the room tone disappears, the kind of natural sound of the room, it's noticeable. That what you were listening to is a pretty rough draft, so to speak. I was just trying to get all the best bits and pieces together, and you can see here that there's a little problem that that this doesn't line up perfectly, and a lot of times it won't. And a surprising number of times you can't really tell because the person isn't looking right at the camera, is in a wide shot or whatever. So so it may not matter if the person looking a little away, but this is the original. This is the replacement. They look pretty similar here, but you can see that right here they don't. Okay, so I may have to add a little more pause in here. By the time they get here, they're agreeing again. So it takes some finesse to get them all. Let's just play that little section there and see if it matters. Again, I'll mute the original and just see how that plays.
No, it has to fit a definition.
There you can see that with him looking off to the side, you can't tell it's very slightly out of sync. But could you tell that it was?
No.
Okay, so a lot of times, if it's not perfectly lined up, it doesn't matter unless you can really see the person face on close enough and tell that it's very slightly out of sync. So I'll probably just leave that.
You could use like the razor blade function and cut it and maybe slide it within, just the phrase. But then it starts to drive you crazy. It's you have to it's micro editing.
Yeah, that's right. And sometimes if you can tell it, you have to in this particular software, scissors, not razor blade, but you have to, you can cut it and take out a little of that pause or add a little pause or whatever to get it in sync.
I might point out that there are many places where there is no laugh track, but Tom explained to us that we needed to record all of it because it wouldn't match. The sound from the original wouldn't match what we were recording. Am I right about that?
Yeah, that's right. It's very hard to mix new sound with old. You can put a whole scene in recorded differently, but if you try to put one line in the middle of something, I'll play a little bit of the original or what we recorded on set. I'm going to mute the original so we can't hear it, and this won't coordinate with the picture at all. So so this is kind of the raw material that I had to work with.
It means when something is similar to something else. It means when something is similar to something else.
And there you heard the original played back, and then the new that he just spoke. So what I will do then is if this ends up being, in my opinion, the best take, I'll just cut it out. Use the scissors there, S for scissors in this software. Come over here and cut it out again. clear too, but that's all right, doesn't matter. So I'll just move this down and bring it over, and then eventually delete any of this that I don't use, and then keep moving this track in. And I'm probably a quarter of the way through the process. I would guess I have about 3 hours into it. So it's very tedious. Any questions?
Yeah, I have one question, and this is just a technical question. Why you recorded that as a WAV file when the original's MP4? I mean, they'll both work. Is there any thought to that?
This was recorded as an audio only,
Uh-huh.
and so
Right.
you can't record you can record an audio MP3, but not an audio MP4.
You're
Wave is,
using a, oh, I'm sorry, you're using a Zoom recorder or, oh, okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could have recorded it with a video camera and then throw the
Yeah.
video away, which is a fine way to do it if you don't have a good audio recorder.
Mm-hmm.
Video cameras are good audio recorders, so that would have worked just fine. Wave forms versus other, like MP3, waveforms are not compressed, so they're the highest quality audio recordings, and also they require less processing on the part of the computer because they don't have to be uncompressed. So
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good way
if
to
I
go.
have the space, I will always record a waveform just because it's going to be easier for the computer to handle it.